G'day, it's Nick from Deuce Garage in Venice here with today's at-home GPP training. We're kicking off with some shoulder health. We have 5 rounds with 3 exercises, 30 seconds of work each time, and then 30 seconds of rest at the end. We have a handstand hold, an overhead hold, and a lateral raise. Now, particularly with the handstand hold and the overhead hold, I want to challenge you today to create tension through the core, through the front of your body. So we're not letting the back arch. We're really focusing on tightening the abs up, tilting the pelvis forward. Now that tension, that hollow body shape is going to transfer to a lot of movements that we do in the gym. So your ability to stay tight through there is going to have transfer. So let's focus on that today. With the 30-second handstand hold, I want you to be thinking active shoulders. So we're not kicking up into a handstand and passively just kind of letting the shoulders compress. We're thinking about driving the shoulder up to the ear, pushing the ground away, while also focusing on that hollow body tension that I talked about. If you don't yet have the confidence to kick to handstand against the wall, or you need to work on a little more shoulder strength first, we can take this movement to the floor. Now the theory is still going to be the same. I want you thinking active shoulders and tight core, and I want us thinking about opening the lats up as much as we can. Flexibility might be an issue here, but we're not wanting to hold a push-up position. We are wanting to try to open up more to mimic more closely what the handstand against the wall looks like. The next 2 pieces are your arm overhead hold and your lateral raise. Both of these, I want you focusing on keeping your shoulders together and tight at the back. Don't let them roll forward. So with the arm overhead hold, we are keeping that core tight again, squeeze the butt, and driving the hands overhead. The shoulders will come up towards the ears, but we're fighting not to let them roll and relax. So we're really stitching the shoulders tightly together as we drive up. We hold that for 30 seconds. Then again, keeping those shoulders tight, we're going to do 30 seconds of lateral raises, squeezing the shoulders the whole time. When you get done with your 10-minute EMOM and you've used that 5-minute break to get the heart rate down, we have 30, 20, 10, 10, 20, 30 reps of 3 different movements. Lateral jumps, sit-ups, and towel overhead squats. With those lateral jumps, the hollow body shape we talked about, the tension through the core is going to come into play because we're trying to use our legs as springs, moving through the ankles, knees, cushioning off the calves, and we don't want any lateral or forward and back leaking of our power. So we're going to put an object down and we're going to compress and bounce side to side, staying tight. To make it harder, we can use an object with a bit of height to it. For that sit-up, we want to touch the ground in front and the ground behind. So we can reach forward, back, drive the abs into the floor each time. Okay, the last movement is that towel overhead squat. So you're going to need a towel. When you set this up, your feet are going to be outside the hips. We're looking to get the hip crease below the level of the knee on each squat. In terms of what your upper body's doing, shoulders are squeezed back together. Armpits, you're trying to point towards the front. And you're thinking about driving that towel into the ceiling and stretching it up over your head.